Good afternoon, guys, or wherever you are. Good evening. Back at it again. Let's discuss what happened in the news this week. Cause lots going on in the USA as usual. Well, I do believe Congress is going on a 2 weeks vacation. They seem to go on a lot of vacations. While our TSA agents at the airport, I do believe they were saying it was going on 40 days the last time I heard that they didn't get paid. But apparently Trump signed for them to get paid. How soon? Don't know, but we shall see. Um, Meanwhile, I've been hearing that, TSA agents been speaking about the experience. 40 days is a long time to go without a paycheck, especially when you don't have much of a savings, right? Some are being evicted. It's affecting their credit line, ruined their credit line. Since they've been evicted, some is living out of their cars. Some people cars have been repossessed. So they've been going through it. There have been people I see like volunteer to give them food. Um I think Tyler Perry, that celebrity, came to the airport. I believe it was in Atlanta. I don't remember what airport. And he was trying to offer them cash, but they're federal workers, so they can't accept gifts like that in that method, which is a shame because those people really need help. But hopefully they get paid soon, okay? And our Congress on another vacation. I think the next time the government shut down, maybe it should affect Congress as well, for them to get the feeling of not getting a paycheck, and they will decide quicker on not doing that shutdown thing again and affecting our TSA agent. I believe it affected the Coast Guards too, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. So that's my suggestion. Like, if they have a government shutdown, then their paycheck should stop too. And I bet they vote to resume paychecks really quick if it was affecting them. Okay. Also, as you know, the ongoing war and disruption in the Middle East, lots going on there. You know how the USA and Israel started this whole thing with Iran, and Iran is not backing down. They're furious. Um, they want to end the war on their terms. Well, they didn't start it, so you know, I understand that. They want to end it on their terms. They do have some stipulation, and they do want an apology. I don't know if they're going to get that from the USA and Israel, because, look who they're dealing with. Look who is in the White House. So don't know how that's going to go, people. And they're threatening our current president life and probably the entire administration. And I heard that Kash Patel, who's like, he's over the FBI, his I guess his emails, the FBI emails have been hacked, and they have pictures and private emails that goes back and forth. So yeah, that they're on a mission to get back at the USA. But like I said, they didn't start it. Okay? USA and Israel did. So the back and forth is getting crazy. Americans have to be careful wherever they're traveling, the tourist sites, hotels. I thought I heard that they were threatening like hotels, I guess, abroad, like Sheridan, and they named a couple others. And all 13 bases, I think, has been abandoned by our troops because they've been hammering them with, the missiles and so forth. Also, Iran has been charging ships that they allow through this strait They've been charging them like millions of dollars to go through. So it's like a toll booth, like when you're on the highway and every time you go through certain tolls, but their toll is millions of dollars. And I believe some ships in some countries are paying because they need the fuel, they need the oil. I was hearing the other day that the Philippines was running low on fuel too, and they said like in 45 days they would be out of fuel. So the countries like that depends on energy and the fuel, the oil, some of them are willing to pay the millions of dollars to get that because country need. Look what the USA is doing to Cuba. They stopped the ships from Venezuela that brought oil to them, and that country is having an energy crisis. No power to run their hospitals. Uh, you know, just think about being without power, gas, and all of that to live your daily life because we depend on it now, right? We are no longer horse and buggy. You know who would do very well in this time? The Amish, because they're like still old-fashioned horse and buggy. They have trades, they farm for themselves. That's a striving community who would do well in a devastation. They don't have no social media. I don't even know if they have TV or radio. I think they're just like how it was back in the day, and that's how they live. And they're doing just fine. Okay. Let's see. The First Lady Melania, I might pronounce that wrong, but whatever. She introduced the other day an AI robot that was going, I think, through the White House, waving and greeting people. Anytime I see those robots walking and AI and stuff, I just think it's creepy. I just think something's gonna go wrong there, guys. I just think it's a creepy thing. I would not have a robot like that in my house. I'm perfectly fine doing things myself. I'm not lazy. I'm not lazy. We already have the phones and this technology already, which is we depend on so much. But the robot thing, I can that walking and greeting and talking, I can do without that, y'all. I don't need that. Yeah, if y'all like that, that's fine. Even driving in a car that's driving by itself, I'm like, no. That reminds me, I heard this afternoon that Tiger Woods had another rollover crash and on the Jupiter Island, because remember that bad crash he had back a few years ago, and I think he messed up his back. He was really messed up. So I didn't hear if he was hurt badly. I didn't hear all the details, but there was a rollover crash, and I'm like, it's way too many accidents here. Maybe he needs a driver. And now, I mean, his kids are getting older. I wonder if his son is at driving age yet. Just have a family member drive you around or a driver. But, things happen. Things happen. So I hope he's okay. And that's all I have for you guys today. Um, you know, just uh just pray for the citizens in the USA, because most of the stuff that comes out of the White House and what they say on TV, I don't believe anything they say. I don't have any confidence. And I feel sometimes it's all lies. And I think they hide the truth. And then, they want to control the mainstream media so much that people lose their jobs if they speak the truth. If they don't say nice things all the time, I mean, you just have to be realistic. Nice things doesn't happen all the time. Bad things are happening. And they're starting this war. I wonder if they have like any good advisors there in the White House, unless, President Trump don't listen to nobody. I don't know. Maybe he think he has all the answers. I don't know. But anyway, pray for the American citizens. We need all the prayer we can get. All of our allies are probably gone. We're probably at zero. But yeah, Please subscribe, like. Thank you for even listening, and you all have a good weekend. Yeah, just have a good weekend. See y'all later. Bye.